Hello! On a sunny day, we are heading out of town. We stroll along a deserted Eka trail, see enormous anthills, and walk on the ice of the Gulf of Finland. We start our journey from the suburban railway station. It's only a 37-minute ride on the Lastechka. The Lastechka is a high-speed electric train, newer and more comfortable than regular ones. Lastechka means the swallow. It's an affectionate name for an electric train. Here are the soft seats with high backs. You can charge your phone. On the way back, we'll take the usual suburban train, and you'll notice the difference. I'm Violet and I live in Petersburg. And the eco trail we are heading to today is called Komarovsky Coast, Komarovsky Bereg.
Спасибо, держите. Спасибо. Счастливого пути.
Komarovo.
Everyone living in the post-Soviet countries knows about Komarovo, sometimes even without knowing where is Komarovo is. Because in the Soviet Union there was a popular song for a week until the second I'll leave for Komarovo. На недельку до второго я уеду в Комарово. Like I'll go away for a few days to relax by the sea, a light resort song. Komarovsky Bereg, Komarovsky Coast, is a patch of forest, a natural monument between the resort settlement of Komarovo and the beach of the Gulf of Finland. At the end of the 19th century, a railway was built through this area, connecting St. Petersburg with the Finnish city of Riihimäki, its Finnish name. Back then, Finns lived here, and rich citizens from Petersburg came here for vacations. Petersburg residents bought land from Finnish peasants and built daches. They are summer homes. From the station, the road goes sharply down, because here once was the shore and bottom of the ancient Litarina Sea. And this place is called the Litarina Slope, Litarinovy Ustup, the edge of the ancient coast. And the street is called Morskaya, Sea Street. The current eco trail starts in the former estates of a Petersburg merchant who before the revolution bought a lot of land here. Above, where the summer cottage village is now, and below, here, where the nature monument is now. There was a fountain here, somewhere under the snow are its ruins, and also man-made ponds, stairs and benches. During Soviet times, duchies and land were given to members of the Academy of Sciences. That's why many scientists and academicians lived here. And people say that on the Komarovsky Bereg there are plants that are not typical for these places, which may have gotten here by accident from expeditions. Of course, I won't find them under the snow. That's a summer assignment. By the way, Komarovo is named in honor of academician Komarov, a biologist who also lived here for some time, and not because there are a lot of mosquitoes here, as some might think. Komar is Russian for mosquito. Also, there should be plenty of mosquitoes here in summer. Along the trail, we come across information boards and signs. We went up following the sign and couldn't find the exit. So we had to go down the slope along the path. It was stressful, slippery and uncomfortable. I think there was a proper descent somewhere under the snow, maybe even steps, but it all looked like a dead end.
Чуть не упала.
So we went down the slope of the ancient Lithuanian Sea. This fact fascinates me. 7,000 years ago, all this was underwater, and life here was completely different. People domesticated goats, farmed, invented the wheel, and learned to fire ceramics. But in this place, instead of pine trees and anthills, there was salt water, and along the bottom crawled small Lithuanian snails. And an incredible amount of time later, the ancient sea was named after them. By the way, most of Petersburg's historic center, 7,000 years ago, was also the bottom of the Lithuanian Sea. And every day I walk up and down the Lithuanian slope. I hadn't thought about it before. I mean, I knew, but I never really looked into it. And now I think it's amazing. Was it worth going so far to walk along the bottom of the ancient sea, right? Of course, first of all, came for the silence, for the pine trees, for the feeling that we were in a forest, but not in a dense forest. One of the attractions of the Komarovsky Bereg is its enormous anthills. Imagine, this is only the above ground part, but there is also an underground part, up to 2 meters deep. The Eco Trail suddenly breaks off at Primorskaya highway and continues along the other side of the highway. To be honest, you can hear traffic noise in some place in the park itself, so you probably won't be able to fully connect with nature. The park itself is quite small, and the trail is about 3 kilometers long. We crossed the road and couldn't resist walking on the frozen Gulf of Finland on this sunny day. We went so far on the ice. We wanted to get further, but we had to catch the commuter train. Here we are walking along Morskaya Street again, but this time on the way back. And look what a steep road. I didn't film the car going down it. It looked like it was coming from the sky. And finally, one of the regular commuter trains to Petersburg. So that's the story. See you somewhere else. Bye.